Good morning. Today we are starting about the interference of the light. Now, to study about the interference of the light, first we have to know the definition of the interference of the light. According to this, we are telling that it is the redistribution of the light. It is the redistribution of light due to the superposition of the light waves. Due to the superposition of the light waves is called as the interference of the light. To define this, we are telling that it is the redistribution of the light due to the superposition of the light is called as the interference of the light. In the same way, again here we have to study about the coherent sources. Now in this coherent sources, we are telling that here we are considering the light should have the same wavelength. Light should have the same wavelength. If the light is having the same wavelength and there will be the constant phase difference, and that we are calling as the coherent sources. In this again we have to study other one is your interference, other one is your constructive and destructive interference of the light. First one we have to study about the constructive interference of the light. Now according to this we are telling that when a light falls on the crust, or throw. Okay, now let us consider when a light falls on the crust of the other crust or throw of the other throw, their displacement gets added. Is called as the constructive interference of the light. According to this, the definition is when a crust of the other falls on the crust of the other or throw falls on the other throw, then the displacement gets added. If it is get added, then we can call it as constructive interference of the light. Second one more is there. One is destructive interference of the light. Now, according to this destructive interference of the light, we are telling that the crust falls on throw. Or vice versa. Either throw falls on the crust. Here the displacement gets subtracted. Then we can call it as destructive interference of the light. Here in this condition we are telling that when crust falls on the throw or throw falls on the crust or vice versa we are considering here. Here the displacement gets subtracted. If it is get subtracted, then we can call it as destructive interference of the light. Now next we have to study about the theory of the interference. Now let us consider the diagram. Here P is the point, and in this condition we are considering S1 is the source, S2 is the source. Now here we are considering the point small capital N. Now let us consider in the theory of the interference of the light, we can tell that one is your superposition, another one is your point N and P we are considered. Now let us consider here A and lambda with the amplitude and the wavelength. Small a and lambda with the amplitude and the wavelength. This will come in your derivation. Next, here we are considering the first point. The displacement S1 at the point P. Now let us consider the displacement S1 at the point P. We are considering the equation y1 is equal to a sin omega t. y1 is equal to a sin omega t. Consider this as equation 1. Now in this way, second one we are considering the displacement S2 at the point P. Consider the displacement S2 at the point P. We have taken y2 is equal to a sin omega t plus phi. We are considering y2 is equal to a sin omega t plus phi. Now Now let us consider this as equation 2. Now we know that the total amplitude, okay, that can be written as y is equal to y1 plus y2. Next, just put the value of y1 and y2. We know the value y is equal to y1 means a sin omega t plus a sin omega t plus psi. Now, this can be also written in the form of a is the common term, take it outside, and first term we are considering sin omega t plus psi plus sin omega t. Now, by using this, we know that formula sin a plus b is equal to sin a plus b by 2 minus plus cos a minus b by 2. Sin a plus b is equal to, we are considering the formula sin a plus b by 2 plus cos a minus b by 2. Now, according to this, we can write the equation as a sin omega t plus psi is omega t plus psi by 2. Next, we have to consider the cos term plus cos omega t minus omega t plus psi by 2. Now, in this consider a sin, here in the bracket omega t plus omega t is there, 2 times of the omega t plus psi by 2 plus cos omega t get cancelled, the remaining term is pi by 2, cos pi by 2. Or this can be also written in the form of, now a, take this first term cos pi by 2 into sin plus sin 2 omega t plus pi by 2. Now again we know that the resultant amplitude capital R is equal to, we are considering a cos pi by 2. Here 2 1 into is there, take this also outside. Here 2 we have taken outside. Now we can tell that R is equal to 2a cos psi by 2, where R is the resultant amplitude. R is the resultant amplitude. Therefore, y is equal to R into sin 2 omega t plus psi by 2. Now, we got the equation y is equal to R sin 2 omega t plus psi by 2. In the same way, again here we have to find in the constructive interference, and other one is your destructive interference, path difference and the phase difference. Now here we have to study the condition for the constructive interference. In this condition, first we are studying about the path difference. Now to study about this, we are considering the value of the cos psi by 2 should be maximum. If you have considered maximum, the value of psi by 2 is equal to what we can consider either plus or minus 1. The value of the cos psi by 2 is equal to plus or minus 1. Next, in this condition, we are applying that pi by 2 is equal to what we are considering here, either plus or minus 1. Now the values of pi by 2 is equal to, we are considering pi by 2 is equal to, we are considering 0, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi and so on. Okay. Now next, the value of the psi is equal to 2 into 0, 0. Next 2 pi, next 4 pi, 6 pi and so on. These are the values for the maximum point in the path difference of the constructive interference. The value of the maximum point is psi is equal to, we are getting psi is equal to 0, 2 pi, 4 pi and 6 pi. In the same way we have to get the equation as psi is equal to, we are considering the value as 2 pi n. This is the value. In this condition we know that n is equal to, we are considering 0, 1, 2, 3 and last term is so on. This is for the path difference in the constructive interference. In the same way we have to consider in the phase difference. In the phase difference. In the phase difference we are considering the equation as delta x is equal to delta psi by lambda. We know that psi is equal to, the value is 2 pi n. Therefore delta x is equal to, we are considering the value 2 pi n divided by lambda. Now in this condition we are considering delta psi is equal to the value. Now here what are the values of the path difference we have to study. According to this we are considering the values as 2 pi, we are considering the value as delta x is equal to n into lambda. We are considering delta x is equal to n into lambda. Where n is equal to, again we are considering 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on up to the last term. This is the phase difference of the constructive interference. In the same way again we have to study the condition for the destructive interference. We have to study for the constructive of the destructive interference of the light. Now we are studying the condition for the destructive interference. Here we are considering the destructive. Again same way, here we are considering the path difference. In the path difference we are considering cos psi by 2 is equal to 0. This is at the maximum point. At the maximum point we are considering the value should be 0. Next we know that psi by 2 is equal to, we are considering pi by 2, 3 pi by 2 and pi by 2 so on up to the last term. Therefore the value of the psi to get cancelled, psi is equal to, we are considering 2n plus 1 into pi. The value of n is equal to, we are considering 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on up to the last term. In this condition we can apply the value of the n and we are getting the values of this pi by 2. Next we know that here this is for the path difference we have calculated. In the phase difference we are considering the value for the equation delta x is equal to delta psi into lambda by 2 pi. We know the value of delta psi. Now according to this delta x is equal to, we have to consider the value 2n plus 1 into pi into lambda divided by 2 pi. Or this can be also written as 2n plus 1, the value of the pi gets cancelled into lambda by 2. Therefore the value is 2n plus 1 into lambda divided by 2. Therefore the delta x value is 2n plus 1 into lambda by 2. Now from this we can tell that where the n value is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Here we are taking the odd integral multiple. Here just we are considering the multiple of the integral multiple of the 2 pi in the constructive interference of the light. In the destructive we are considering the odd integral multiple. Now next we are starting the Young's double slit experiment. Young's double slit experiment. In this first we are considering the diagram how the rays are passing. Here we are considering the ray. Now let us consider a ray which is made to pass to the monochromatic light. Which is made to pass to the monochromatic light. Okay. When it is made to pass to the monochromatic light, the rays are coming in this way. Let us consider these are the rays how it is coming, and here it is touching some point. Okay, these are the rays how it is coming. Here we are getting the source S1 and S2. Here when the rays which is made to pass in the monochromatic light, they will mix up. Okay. Next we are getting the sources has the S1 and S2. This is the just diagram how the rays are passing in the Young double slit experiment.